Alright, getting your mount at level 40. I see a lot of people fucking this up for no good reason. What I did specifically is the zones I leveled in were Tirisfal Glades, Silverpine, Hillsbrad Foothills, Thousand Needles, the Shimmering Flats, Desolace, and Stranglethorn Vale. I did most of the quests in these zones. I still haven't finished Stranglethorn Vale, but all of the quest hubs in these zones I did complete. Coupled with that, the go-to, which is loot everything, sell everything, don't buy shit off the auction house. I actually ended up buying this bow. I think I out-leveled my last bow. I had Venom Strike before this, and I just really needed a boost to my damage. So I did buy this. I think it cost me 2.5 gold. I would advise against this, but I still got to the goal. So keep that in mind. Stay off the fucking auction house. You can't trust yourself. It's like you're dumbass with a credit card. So those are the zones I leveled in. I ran quite a few instances actually. I ran approximately 1 RFC, 4 Wailing Caverns, 1 SFK, 3 BFD, 6 RFK, 1 Gnomer, 2 SM Cathedral, and 2 RFDs. These instances were pretty kind to me. I didn't win any world drops or any horseshit like that. I didn't get a golden ticket, but the random greens that we all greeted, I would get a few every now and again. I'd get some of the white or gray items that sold pretty well. So these instances were pretty good financially. You have to look out for... I tried to do the instances when I was a little high for them, so that mainly if I was trying to farm for a particular piece of gear, that way I wouldn't out-level my gold intake. If I was doing these instances a little early or at the correct level range, my experience would be so good and it would be outperforming the amount of money I would get for that time, if that makes sense. The gold saving rules. Besides all of these, all of the basics I just went over, you really have to limit what abilities you train. That's probably the biggest thing. For me as a hunter, and this goes for every class, whether you're a tank or a healer or whatever the fuck, you have to choose, pick and choose. Pick the most important ones. If you're a fucking shaman, choose a heal, maybe Searing Totem, and your weapon enchant, right? Pick and choose. Do not upgrade all these motherfuckers. So for me, I max ranked Aspect of the Hawk, Hunter's Mark, and Serpent Sting until level 30. After level 30, I stopped upgrading all abilities. That's important. I also max ranked for my pet Greater Stamina and Natural Armor. Growl is free, so I upgraded that max as well. I got a few abilities rank 1. Aspect of the Cheetah, Freezing Trap, and Feign Death. The only profession I kept up with or even trained was First Aid. That's it. With my First Aid, this is another thing too, I would always keep around 20 of the newest bandage, 20 of the oldest, and with the other cloth, I would create bandages and vendor them. They vendor quite well. So my gold per level around level 10, I had 43 silver. Now, that's jack shit, but it's a good measure of your savings and your habits. So around level 10, I had 43 silver. Level 20, I had 5 gold and 29 silver. At 28, I had 23 gold and 68 silver. Now at level 28, there's a big jump. You really start saving a lot more gold after level 28. From 28 to 35, you start getting a big boost to your finances. At level 35, that's another big boost. From 35 to 40, you will be making the majority of your gold. Keep that in mind. So at 28, I had that 23 gold, 68 silver. At 35, I had 53 gold and 38 silver. And by level 40, I had 99 gold and 29 silver. You want to make sure you have honored with your faction. With me, it was actually a little tough, and I barely made that. And when you get honored, you have a 10% discount, so it saves you 10 gold. I chose to level in the undead starting areas, so my reputation with Orgrimmar was kind of lacking, but I did end up getting that honored reputation, which did help. So I ended up paying 90 gold in total. So I had about 8-9 gold left over, and I just loaded up on all of the abilities I've been putting off. No matter what class you are, for the most part, anyone can get their mount at level 40. As I leveled, I was doing gold checks on people I grouped up with just to see where I was at, see where other people are, and everyone's fucking up. No one's saving, everyone's making excuses. I'm a healer, I need my abilities, all this horse shit. If you want your mount by 40, you have to make some sacrifices. You have to have some sort of strategy, but it can be done with all classes. Now, if you're really efficient in leveling, or let's say you're AoE farming and leveling as a mage, or doing like a guild AoE farming, you can be so efficient that you out-level your gold intake, like I was referring to earlier. So keep that in mind. So it's not the end of the world if you don't get your mount by 40. Sometimes if you don't get your mount by 40, it's because you were a great leveler, which is kind of funny, and people don't really think about. But that's what I did. It worked. It almost always works. I did not get any world drops. Yeah, stop being a little bitch. Good luck.